Hey guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to another video, and as you've seen from the title, this is going to be a bit of a different video today because I am announcing the creation of a new YouTuber guild. I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm recording these voiceovers in my car and it's raining very heavily outside. So if you are a fan of Dakota's channel, you will know that recently he's expressed an interest in starting his own guild, and funnily enough, myself and Athens, who is another Lords Mobile YouTuber, I'll link both of their channels in the description. Well, both of us have been talking about starting our own guild since October last year, I think. We did try for a short amount of time and we made a small guild, but we didn't really push it in any videos, and we kind of abandoned it after a week because we decided that we weren't in the right place to start a guild at the time. I was quite busy. So after seeing Dakota's post on YouTube, Athens hit me up online and asked me that if he reached out to Dakota and he agreed, would I want to start a guild with two of them, which is again something we've talked about for a while but never really had a proper go at. I said sure, why not, this is a pretty good chance now. So Athens did reach out to Dakota, he agreed, so now we are all co-R5s of the guild, DBR. YouTuber guilds have been a thing for quite a while now. I think the first player to make one was Stridox, and all in all they've been pretty successful, so that's why we think that we'll be able to do really well as a guild. But of course, to do that we need members. I'll show you the guild's profile now. We do have a couple of big players, but obviously 26 out of 100, we need you guys, okay? So I'll run through the requirements in just a bit. Because this guild and the collaboration between myself, Dakota and Athens is pretty new, of course the requirements will be subject to change when we have had time to sit down and discuss like everything we need to discuss about the rules and requirements and that stuff. But here are the basic requirements to get in right now. The most important requirement is that you 100% must be a T4 player, and that's pretty self-explanatory because this is going to be a war guild, so we need rallies filled with T4, so you've got to be a T4 player to apply. We don't have a specific might requirement now, so you just got to have T4 and let's say enough T4 for you to lose, basically, because that's the next requirement, which we'll get into after this. But I've got to say some stuff first. I understand that a lot of you watching this video will want to join this guild but don't have T4, and this really pains me to say this, guys, but I'll always appreciate your support with my videos, but this guild isn't for you. We are only going to be taking T4 players. I know that as soon as this video goes up, a lot of people are going to disregard this and they'll apply anyway. I've already had to deal with several of these incidents today. Two players, they didn't have T4, they kept trying to apply, and every time I declined them, I sent the messages saying, you know, sorry, but you really do need to have T4 to join. And they would send messages like really guilt-tripping messages, trying to get me to accept them. And it was just really difficult thing for me to do because I never want to have to turn away subscribers like that. So I'm going to ask that you respect us enough to not put myself and the other R4s through that, and only apply if you do meet the requirements. So yeah, any T3 player applying will be denied unless they are a solo trap, in which case that will have to be verified, obviously showing us your troop count to prove that you are actually a solo trap. And moving on to the next requirement, if you do have T4, you've got to be prepared to lose it, because what's the point of having troops if they're not going to die? It's the whole point of the game. Troops are made to die, so you have to be ready to lose those T4 in war rallies. So you've also, as well with any other guild, you've got to be active, so you've got to actively participate in events, in rallies, you've got to be ready to lose your troops. Guildfest at the moment, the requirements are 900 points. You know, I hate Guildfest so much, I could do 900 points in my sleep, so that's not too bad. So like I said earlier, these requirements will most likely be subject to change after we've discussed everything. We might get rid of Guildfest, we might increase the minimum recs, we might add a might requirement if the guild starts to fill up with bigger players, because of course after that point we would prefer bigger players in the guild. We also have monster hunting requirements. Right now the board does say 15 level 2 a day. I supposed to say 5 level 2, so I'll just change that real quick. But yeah, almost every guild has monster hunting requirements. Right now these aren't being enforced, but one thing that I would certainly like to push forward is a monster hunting daily or weekly report system where you verify that you have killed your daily monster requirements with an R4, because it just discourages freeloaders, because there are loads of people who will just sit in a guild and not do any of the monster hunting requirements at all. Report systems can only ever be beneficial because it ensures that everyone in the guild is pulling their weight and doing their part, and more gifts means more free stuff for everyone, helps the guild grow. I have had accounts in guilds that have the monster hunting report system enforced and accounts in guilds that don't, and the difference in gifts is pretty drastic. So of course we want lots of gifts. So this is not in place right now, but will certainly be looked into. So only apply if you are willing and able to kill at least 5 level 2 monsters a day, which, you know, that's easy. Like, it just requires a couple minutes of effort a day to do. You don't even need good monster hunting gear for that. Alright, so also speaking of gifts, the guild gift level is level 1 right now. We are of course going to buy a shell when the guild starts to pick up. So yeah, that's the guild, guys. If you are interested in applying, you like what you see, then mail me in-game or one of the other R4s. You can also contact me online. My line ID is LSDRyan123. And yeah, I've changed my name back to my old name that I haven't had for a while. Now, a lot of people will be asking this question: did I leave XRX and NPS? Absolutely not. I have multiple accounts. I've still got accounts in those guilds, but my main account will be in this guild here. So in my last video, and if you've watched Tashi and Abatrex's stream, you'll know that we've kind of all migrated to Kingdom 273, us being BFP family and BTA family, and of course our little alliance with XRX, GBM, NPS and GT. Unfortunately, as you can see from the Kingdom board, a couple of days after we've arrived, they're running. We knew that was always a risk because KW always run whenever BFP invades them. So they've gone to Kingdom 649, which is really disappointing for us because we were really excited to fight them. We don't know what we'll do next, but I'll be sure to update you guys in the future. Of course, we're not going to sit around in a now rapidly emptying kingdom for the next few weeks, so we'll definitely move somewhere else. Now guys, this video will be finished with a slightly longer than normal black screen because it is very important that this video does reach the 10-minute mark, seeing as YouTube will recommend videos more to people if they're over 10 minutes because it makes YouTube more money. So this video quite obviously needs to be seen by a lot of people so we can get a lot of good members. So I apologise again for the black screen, but it's a pretty big necessity this time. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all in the guild very soon. Goodbye for now.